Welcome to GTV, and we're going to now talk about what it takes to make it in the football world. You need to be dedicated. You need to be determined. You need to have the mental strength, because football is a mind-boggling game. There's a lot of things that happen. There's a lot of pressures that come with it. There's a lot of expectation, and there's a lot of disappointment. You also need the luck to be able to make it to where you want to go. But as well as having the luck, you need to be committed. Commitment's everything. You need to have the right attitude. So that means you've got to make sacrifices. And there's a lot of players that have played at the top level who have made the right sacrifices, which means not always going out on a Friday night or even a Saturday night. Them sort of things are sacrifices that you need to do. And if you've got a game on a Saturday, why are you going out on a Friday anyway? You need to be at home preparing for the game, making sure you're doing your extras in training, staying behind, doing what you need to do. If you're a forward, doing extra finishing. If you're a winger, doing your crossing. If you're a midfield player, working on your passing range. If you're a defender, going working with everybody else on your heading, clearances and talking. If you're a goalkeeper, make sure you're coming out for balls and you're doing your shot stopping. These are things you can do by yourself. You can now get one of your other teammates to help you out and get things going. I think it's very important that we understand, if you're going to make it in this football world, there's a lot of things you need to do. Work hard, get results. It's pretty simple. If you don't put the work in, you won't get anything out of the game. But you need to make sure you're able to take information on, because every single manager wants a player that he can give an information onto, an instruction, and go, bang, I need you to do X, Y, and Z. You can go out and do it. Players need to understand that. When you're a player that becomes a manager, you will then understand it. Because when I was a player, I used to think, yeah, whatever, man, I was going to do my own thing. Don't do your own thing. Don't do your own thing. Listen to your manager. Play the way you're meant to play. Play with your teammates. Be a team player. Don't be an individual player, because it can only take you so long. And then your teammates start looking to hate you and think, you know what? It's fucking too selfish. It's killing us. Be part of the football family. Listen to your management team, because without that, you will not succeed. If you don't listen to instructions, if you don't follow instructions, and if you don't do the right things, you can't make it in the world of football. Your mentality needs to be right. Your ability is that everybody can play football to a point. Some people are more gifted than others. But it doesn't matter how gifted of a player you are. If you can't take instructions on, if you can't play the way the manager wants you to play, then listen, you are not going to make it. And if you've got the wrong attitude, you're finished. Make sure you're doing the right things. I know you see all the top players at the minute going out, and you're seeing them having all their champers X, Y, and Z. They've earned that. They've earned the right to do it. Live within your means. If you're not that player, don't go around and start getting big bottles and rolling around like you're that guy, because you're not. You've not made it. You've only made it when you're playing in the Premiership week in, week out. If you're playing for your international team and people know who you are. If you're just a signed pro and no one knows who you are, you ain't made it. And even when you make it, you need to stay at the top. How do you stay at the top? Because there's going to be some other youngster coming through looking to take your place, who is going to be hungry and wanting to do it. Don't get complacent. Save your money when you get your money. Invest it. Do the right things. And I'm telling you now, do the right things. Football is a hard game. And if you haven't got the mental strength, you will not make it. You will not make it. It isn't about just your ability. You need to have the mental strength to get through the game, because it can break you. And there's a lot of people that didn't have the mental strength and it broke them, and they're nowhere now. They're not playing the game. They're not involved in the game. So if you want to succeed in football, make sure you have the right mentality and you're willing to follow instructions and you're willing to work hard. Work hard. Get results. Have no distractions, and one big distraction is women. Women are a major distraction, and I'm telling you that for a fact, because this, guys, we love women. Of course, you see something, you see a pretty thing that's got all the curves, you're thinking, I need to move to that. But listen to me carefully. There are plenty of women out there in this world, and they're not going anywhere. Chasing women will slow you down. In the football world, it will slow you down. You'll become complacent, and you can't be complacent, because you're always trying to impress. You're always trying to go, yeah, I've got this, I've got that. Get your mind right. You need to get that special girl. You need to get that one girl that's going to be there for you, that understands what you're doing as a game. She don't loves you for you, not loves you because you're a football player. That's the one you need to find. And when you've got that person, you keep her. You keep her. Make her your world. That's what you need to look for if you're going to be making it in the football world. Because being Jack the Lad, it's all well and good. Don't settle down then. Just go around, do whatever you're going to do. That's fine. Get it out of your system. But I would say ultimately, look for the one. And when you've got the one, settle down with that one. Because she'll be there through thick and thin. So whether you're in football, you're injured, and whatever the situation, she's still going to be there. It's not going to be about the money. That's the sort of female that you need to get. And that doesn't happen straight away. So it's not going to be your first hit. You'll be lucky to get that person. But hey, look for that one, because women, they are a distraction, and there are women out there that want to be wags, etc., 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 and they're just there for that status. Find the right one for you. You know, going out, nightclubbing and stuff like that, listen, you're going to have plenty of time to do that. Plenty of time to do that. But if you're trying to make it in the football world and you're trying to go about, you're on trial X, Y, and Z, and you're trying to follow all the other players, they've already made it. You haven't. So don't go and follow them. Do what you have to do to get there, make it. And when you've got your 3-4 year contract, then hey, no problem. But still maintain it. Still do the right things. And then, yeah, go out and enjoy yourself. But until you're able to have that stability in the football world, you can't turn around and just be going to football clubs and then following the rest of the players going out. You just can't do it. Make sure you make the right sacrifices. I'm not saying disown your friends, but your friends will understand. Your friends will back you up because they know you are trying to make the right decisions. If your friends, oh, come on, man, just come out, and you've got a game the next day, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Make the right choices. If I was you, I'll make sure I'm staying at home, preparing for that game the next day. Do the right things. Don't get distracted. Women, going out unnecessarily, 2 major distractions.